Yeah, I don't believe in destiny, I just do what's best for me. Don't listen to my enemies, they're just full of jealousy. Yeah, this legacy, you gon' see what's left of me. You gon' see success in me, you ain't seen the rest of me. I just wanna be the best at what I know, better than the rest, just watch me grow. Put me to the test and watch me go. This is my quest, I'ma make it known. They call me obsessive, oh I know. Call me selective with my notes, call me aggressive with my flow. Call me offensive even though Joe, I ain't gonna lie, life's tough. Try to get by, life's rough. Try to do it right, it's not enough. Even though you try, you still mess up. But I'm still gonna fight for what I love, still gonna die for what I love. Still gonna try, I won't give up. Still gonna fight until I've won. They say I'm way too obsessed and I've got nothing left, and I'm not quite there yet, but those words they'll regret. Cause I've got something left and I'm not giving in. I will not let them win, I won't stop till the end, no. Some injuries, mentally and physically. Studied them religiously so I don't repeat history. And people won't admit to me they don't want a victory. Bad enough to get a C, they'd rather just go leave it be. And this journey I've been on since 13, working hard and learning, never stopping searching. Yeah, it's burning, all this passion hurts me. I took action working, writing down these words. No, I'm not okay, I just wanna be something. I don't wanna be nothing, living all alone. No, I'm not alright, I'm just barely getting by. But I'll tell you I'm just fine, so you leave me alone. They say I'm way too obsessed and I've got nothing left, and I'm not quite there yet, but those words they'll regret. Cause I've got something left and I'm not giving in. I will not let them win, I won't stop till the end, no.
Yo, what is going on, everyone? Thanks for tuning in and hanging out with me on the 30th of August. We made it to another Saturday. We survived. We are here, and hopefully you are crushing it in your week or in your day whenever you decide to watch this live stream. So thanks for hanging out with me. TJ Lombardi here, and I need to give a shout out to these cats over here, the Dying Breed, my Patreon community. A huge thank you to Warrior Bernard, Fighters Maxwell, Foster Q, Guardian Wilkie, because we love you, my dude. Soldiers Boslow, Little Panda Aiden, Unwired, Jessica Wargo, who is out there having fun at Dragon Con, Defender LG, who I believe is also at Dragon Con, Jodan, who I know is at Dragon Con, Miss Aoife, Duck Commander Stephen Landry, and we need to get rid of Sam, but we need to add Reaper to the mix. So Reaper, thanks for joining us over on the Patreon community. Happy to have you. Please stay as long as you like, and hopefully we can get to know you a little bit more. So thanks for being there. All right, you guys, it's been a crazy week. It's been a busy week, and we already got our first comment. And we just mentioned him, Kyle Wilkinson, the big Wilkie. What's up, my dude? Thank you. You are too kind. I'm trying to get to your sexy self level. But thanks. I appreciate that. So yeah, you guys, it's been a crazy week. It's been a busy week. I got just under 10,000 words of writing this week. I got 9,482. Now I know we talk about counting our words because it's important, but it's also important not to beat yourself up if you don't hit the goal. And granted, there's a good chance that I could easily hit that goal if I decided to do some writing, but it is a college football Saturday. And you guys know how much I love my college football. So, with that being said, Golem Master 4 is now at 171,000 words. We are still cranking along, going through some epic events in the story, all the culmination building up to this point. And it's one of those where I am about to have a breather. We've had quite a bit of action, quite a bit of intensity, and I need to have a breather, a break in all of that intensity and action. To let some rest set in. So I think I have that set up here in a moment. But we'll see. We will see. So 171,000 words into Golem Master Book 4. That currently brings the writing total for the year to 420,000. Not connected to that 420, but we are getting pretty high. And then, of course, the 1,514,000 words. You guys, it's been a great journey. It has been a great journey. It's been a great ride. And there's so much more to come because I feel like there's plenty of stories left in me that I want to explore and I want to have fun with. And I really appreciate you guys coming in, hanging out, and encouraging me all along the way. Speaking of someone making a huge impact, it is Rhino, otherwise known as Ryan Maxwell. What is up, bro? It is great to see you, my friend. For those of you who don't know, Apocalypse, which is right there on the bookshelf, Apocalypse is coming out soon. You guys need to go get your copy, whether it's Kindle, paperback, hardback, or, of course, the audiobook. Now, granted, Ryan, we just got the update that the audiobook for Apocalypse is going to be bumped back into October, which I am very upset about. I'm very angry. Okay, I am a heated, boiling pot of anger right now. I don't know if you can realize the cauldron of hatred that I have to wait for this amazing audiobook, but it is there. However, given the fact that it is a part of the business and the industry, I will simply have to settle for Hunter Mythos and his Path of the Slayer, and then, of course, Quest Academy. But Rhino's book will be read this year. I have been waiting for this audiobook for forever. It's going to be amazing. And as he says, it will be totally worth it. I've been working on it personally with Steve. That's right. Rhino has been coddling Steve in the audio booth. If you guys look at Steve's live streams, you will see Rhino there wrapping his burly bare arms around him, holding him throughout the entire recording process. It's going to be amazing. So I'm excited. So we're definitely going to pick that up. Make sure you guys pick it up and give that man a rating and review when you're done. So yeah, dude, I'm super excited. I'm super excited. I cannot wait. Those are my hands caressing. It's like the Old Spice commercials. The new, like, ooh, yes, let's just use all this Old Spice. What up, Lance Krotlager? I don't know if I said that right, but I feel like I did because I really conjured a lot of essence. I conjured your powerful spirit within that Krotlager. It's good to see you, my man. Thanks for jumping in. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate that. So I did. All right. That's awesome. Hell yeah. You know, every once in a while we get stuff right in life, and I'm glad to know that I did that just on a whim. So, oh my gosh, you guys, it's been a crazy week. Let me know how your week's been. How has your writing gone? For those of you who are authors, put that in the chat. Let me know what's your progress, what's going on, where are you at in your stories, or are you having some snag ups? And then for, you know, the mass reader in the chat, aka Wilkie, who constantly is reading, like that man consumes books as if he is Godzilla incarnate. What have you been reading, Wilkie? What have you been enjoying? How is your guys' week going? Tell me in the chat. Let's get this chat going. So ticked off it's been postponed. Thank you. You see, Rhino, this is what happens. When you move the books back, you have the passionate fans like me and Wilkie. We will hunt you down, sir. We know where you live. I have your address. JD Glasscock, a huge fan, and I was really happy I got to give JD a shout out in an interview that I just had. We'll talk about that in a minute with Pop Pop, who I hope you guys go support and follow. You gotta love Pop Pop's energy. Such a wonderful human being. I was so blessed. I got to spend 3 hours with Pop Pop this week, unplanned to a certain point. Spent an hour with him getting the interview stuff set up. Then we may or may not. This will never be confirmed. Okay, so this is not breaking news. This is not a hot take. It's just a can or cannot confirm that we may have done a full hour interview that the recording didn't record. So we did another interview. So yes, it was great. But yes, I got to give JD a shout out. Did you know Ryan is going to be coming out with a new series, Where Rubber Meets the Road, a contemplative lit RPG drama about sumo wrestler who works as a bouncer at a strip club. JD, I think that's your book you're talking about, because you've always had that delirious idea. Somehow sumo wrestling and disco balls always show up in a lot of your book suggestions. I'm just saying. Not good, but I'm still way ahead. Okay. That's the positive. That's what we look at, you guys. Because everything can drag us down. We've got to look for the brownie. We got to look for the frosting on the cake. The Cool Whip on top of the plain vanilla ice cream. Working on edits and uploading info to KDP for pre-orders. There you go, my dude. I'm happy. Wait, what, Ryan Maxwell? Were your books delayed? Yes. So JD, Ryan had to postpone his audiobook. So the paperback, hardback, and ebook will be still published on date. It is the audiobook that has been postponed. So started Dune System Survivor. Okay. You know what? Let's look at this. Amazon. Let's go to the Zon. I swear to God, everything's on the Zon these days. You can't get away from it. I swear. Every time I go, it's just no matter what I need, except for that, uranium, that Iran uranium. It's not there. Oh my God! I gotta get rid of the overlay. There we go. Okay, what are we looking at here? The Doom System Surveyor. Oh, Harmon Cooper. How we know him so well. Yes, Doom System Survivor. I need to check that series out. Actually, I really want to do Tokens to Towers because I just love Harmon and I hear it's hilarious. But there you go. Okay, Doom System Survivor. Who is our narrator on this? Who narrated this thing? Where is this? Where's their information? Show me. Oh, it's Wayne Mitchell. I love him. Who does not love Wayne? Wayne is a classic. He's a great guy. He's great. I love him. All right. What do we got? Where are we at? There we go. That's a little better. All right. Thanks, TJ. Why were you shouting me out? Because, the question, well, I don't want to spoil it, JD. I don't want to spoil it. You got to watch the interview to find out. That's it. You have to watch the interview. That's how you have to know. Just the audio. It's less than a week away, right? It's a funny image. It is a funny image. 1 month. It is the 30th of September for the book. Now it is 10/28 for the audio. There you go, everyone. There you go. I am reading Dungeon Crawler Carl, book 4. You are just a little bit ahead of me. I'm still wrapping up. I believe it's book 3 of the audiobook. I still got about 6 hours left. So it's one of those series, Dungeon Crawler Carl. What I really like about it is I can stop, listen to another book, come back, and for some reason, I don't feel like I'm missing a whole lot. I feel like Matt does a really good job to where you can just pick it up and drop it and pick it up and drop it. And you somehow just have this great sense of knowing where you were when you left off. I don't know, but yes. Okay. Tokens and Towers was amazing. Yes. I know. That's what you guys are telling me. So I need to check it out. But I did, oh gosh, what was it? Pilgrim? I think I did Pilgrim last year of Harmon. So there's still so many authors I need to get through and just check out their work before I go back to another author. Of course, Brian Norton I swear, he's the only one I do this to. Him and Matt, okay? Him and Matt. Give me a break, you guys. I can only read them once in a while. They are very good, but a slow push to get through them and a lot of talky talk. That's true. That is true. So, and here's the thing. I normally listen to my audiobooks on 1.2. I know some people are going to fucking hate me. I don't care. Come fight me in an octagon. Okay. Just give me a fucking break. But what I have found is when it is at 1.2, my brain sticks with it more. Whereas if it's a 1 speed, it's almost too slow to where my mind wanders off. So if I do a 1.2, I normally will stay connected to the story and at least kind of know what's going on. But there's definitely so many times where my brain just wanders off. It's insane. It's insane. All right. So, yes, 15 minutes in. Okay, so yeah, you guys, 171,000 words, Golem Master Book 4. Hit our writing goal for the week. Basically, we have crushed August. Crushed it. 49,000 words, 49,500 words for August. And this is why, when I tell people my goal starting out last year was 350,000 words. And I was like, that's 3 books a year. That's pretty good. 400,000 words. If I can do that, that is 4 books a year. That is really good. Even though the last 2 books of my series have been 200,000 words-ish, right? They have been massive in size. But at the end of the day, hitting that, I have September and October still left in my writing year. I've got plenty of room in that schedule to where I can fluctuate. And the great thing about that is this really means that by the end of September, Golem Master 4 will be done, should be done. Then it gives me at least a good 2 weeks to a month to really plot out and think about Golem Master Book 5 and then dive in starting the brand new year. So I'm excited about that. And that's where you've got to kind of celebrate those victories and then take into context and take into scope all of the things that you're doing. Like, this is a lot. This is a huge time consuming for people. And I think at that point, just reminding yourself to have be a little grace, like give yourself a little grace, right? Give yourself a little bit of a break. I'm just saying. I get lost in anything above 1 speed. Oh my God, Ryan, here you go. This guy's going fucking crazy on the chat. Look at this guy coming in here. I'm feeling attacked, Rhino. I need a safe space right now. I'm about to start only doing novellas after getting the final book of Nocturne Part 1 out. Book 6 in September. Dude, congratulations, my man. And you know what is really great to see is that you are having success with novellas. Now, granted, I believe you still need to at least have the audience to pull it off, perhaps. And you obviously really saw that take off with Nocturne, so you're able to do that. And I think it's a great idea of, you know what, I'm going to write 5 novellas, then I'm going to put them all together in a complete series so that the more giant book readers can get their fix. I mean, it's the best of both worlds. And that's where actually, JD, I'm pretty much with you, because when I took a pause from The Dying Breed, I was writing The Red Flag Army, which was supposed to be a novella, and it was going to be either in the book or out of the book as a novella, right? I was going to put it in. I felt like I should have taken it out because I felt like it was good. I was already taking people away from the main story to showcase some backstory. So I was like, I don't want to do backstory and then do main storyline and then have this other novella. So it makes sense to make it a novella. So I was doing that. And I'm actually thinking about going and finishing that so I can have at least something else in The Dying Breed to give to readers, because it was a really cool, just bloody, gory fighting battle, like the Red Flag Army versus a legion of demons. How is that not a fucking great time? So, yeah. And I think novellas are fun. And I think it is a great way to just, once you figure out how to write a novella, just, they're nice, fun little things to have around. And you can give them to readers. Like, we've got Thievery right there. That side Golgoth story. And what I love is like that little thing is there. It's just a tiny little book, but I can always give it out to people as just like hey, thanks, here, have this, enjoy it, whatever. I enjoy the novellas I can get out every 2.5 weeks. Yeah, dude, that's crazy. There's some I can listen to at 1.5. Yes. And then there's the books where we purposely listen to them at a 2 just to get them done and over with and tell people like, yes, we read your book. It was, thanks. It happens. It's let's just call it what it is. It is a part of life. It does happen. Not every story is for every person. Whoa, congrats, JD. The big Pop himself coming into the chat. I don't know about you guys. I'm blessed right now. I got Pop in the chat. I'm blessed. I have made it in life. We've got the one and only Pop. Hell yeah. I wouldn't have been able to do it if not for Nocturne. Yep, exactly that. And we kind of talk about that a little bit in Pop's interview with me, where I did not take a good approach in starting my writing career because I did not expect that I would come to enjoy it and want to pursue it in the way that I have. So I never built a foundation of readers ready and waiting to support the work that I really, was doing. And so I'm really constantly trying to build that now in a much different way. And so, yeah, with JD, as he knows, like he's been putting out books for years now. And then finally with Nocturne, he was able to get that readership. They latched on, they took off, and now he can do those novellas and continue to provide the content. So it's great. And Ryan Maxwell giving Pop the shout out. Make sure you're shouting out each other. I get lost at any audio speed. Oh my God, I swear. You guys don't be bashing the audiobooks. Here's the thing. Okay, here we go. Hold on here. If people ever say audiobooks are not reading, I will happily remind you. How did stories start? They started around a campfire with a dude telling a tale. Okay, verbally. So that was the start. I'm just saying, you written content people stole us. You stole the magic. Where? Hey, it's Kyle. That's right. Kyle's in the chat hanging out with us. My mentlas. Dude, I don't even know what that word is. JD's coming in here. Mentlas. My mentless. Do you mean mentals? Just work better in telling the story in thirds. And every 3 make a novel. My mentals? Yeah, not even Bing knows what that word is. Mentals. My mentals. Okay. Mentlass. I was like, what the hell? Love the Gaga story. Thank you, dude. I appreciate that. Oh, good Lord. That's right. Pop, we're going to go to war. I am loving Grand System Vending. How can you not love it? It's got everything you could ever desire, even Reese's Pieces. It's in there. You just got to rip off a few pages. Just keep chomping away on them until you taste it. That's awesome, Pop. I'm so happy you're enjoying it. That means so much from you. There we go. All right, cool. We got rid of the chat. We have cleared the chat. The chat is gone. The chat does not exist anymore. Yes, so it's been great, you guys. It's been a great week. It's been a very busy week, but a very productive week. And with Pop in the chat, that's really where we were just getting to. I was very blessed to sit down with Pop. He has some great questions. And really, there's a lot of great stuff. And one of the questions he asked really meant a lot to me. But it was the reminder of where I am in my writing career and in my writing journey. And it's kind of what I wanted to talk about for this weekend's thoughts. And I've been wanting to talk about a certain person that I looked up to when I was in the military, right around 2013 to 2015 range. So I was really into fitness. I was really into physical fitness. I had my 1,000-pound club, right? So if you don't know what that is, it's normally your bench press, your squat, and your deadlift, the 3 major lifts. If you can get a combined 1,000 pounds of those 3 lifts, you're in the 1,000-pound club. So I got my 1,000-pound club. And yeah, that was a great achievement to have. And so during that time frame in the military career, I was I was at the top of my physical game. I was crushing it in so many categories. And I really looked up to this person. So we'll talk about him in a second here. But I see the chat, so I want to make sure I answer you guys, because you guys are why I'm here. You dedicated fans, I love you all. More children have gotten into reading because mothers read books to them at night. What's the difference between mothers reading to their children and voice actors reading books? So, dude, right there. You can't argue with that. Kyle coming in with the stoicism, with the wisdom. Thank you. Thank you. It all begins with mom. Let's just be real. Let's just be real. Dads get shit on, but it all starts with mom. It's so true, though. It's so true. And kids mimic their parents. So if they see mom and dad reading a physical book, listening to an audiobook, reading on Kindle, they will naturally want to pursue those same things. And that's why I love, especially dads who are trying, like current dads my age, who are doing their best to try to set that example and keep it going. I truly, firmly believe we need people to read more in today's society. That's it. That's it. You're not competing against another author. You're competing against an Xbox. You're competing against a PC or some freaking moron Twitch streaming. Like, it is what it is. But yes, amazing wisdom, Kyle. Thank you. Jamie Holland, the ultimate Brit, coming in. Fist bumps, my dude. It's great to see you. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you, my dude. I appreciate you. Briar King, my man. What is up? It is great to see you. I'm very blessed, you guys. Briar's gone through a lot recently. And, it's great to see that he is just putting on his boots and still getting back to work and not letting this set him back, defeat him. So, dude, thank you so much. And I've been very blessed. He picked up Golem Master, and it's always been nice. He's been sending me messages of like, hey, this is where I'm at. I'm loving this. I'm loving this. So thank you so much, Briar. It's great to see you in the chat. Love all the support and encouragement from you. So thank you. And great to see you're doing well, man. Really, really. They say don't judge a book by its cover, but that's how I got into reading, especially with Goosebumps. Dude, even for someone like me who did not like scary shit, how could you not be drawn to Goosebumps books? And it was perfect marketing at the same time, because you had Goosebumps and Nickelodeon that were so popular during that time frame. Like the art, the topography. Oh, they killed it. They killed it. But yes, honestly, like I've been really tempted. I would really love to write another like another kids/teen book series that is super small and thin like that. I think it would be really great. I just haven't figured out which story it's going to be yet. So yeah, that's what I got to figure that out. And I got to get better at writing. I hear that that's the key to being a storyteller, is to be better at writing. I don't know. I figured it out. Jamie Holland, read to my son before bed as often as I am able. We love it. It is bonding time. That's what I love, my dude. That is what I love. That, yes. Banging on the desk, because that's how much I love that. Kyle, plus, if we have good books read out loud to children before the ages of 8, they will not stop reading the rest of their lives. I'll stop beating that dead horse. You beat that dead horse, Kyle. You beat it. Beat it. Yes. Thank you. Oh, okay. Guys, I love the chat. I love it when we get going, man. I get so passionate. I want to punch a penguin in the face, which is really sad because they're adorable and cute. They don't necessarily deserve it, but I still want to. Okay. So I'm gonna show you these. Let's get into the thoughts of the week. I'm gonna show you these 2 videos by this person that I just mentioned, someone I really looked up to, and I really want to talk about this for a bit. All right. As you guys know, if you don't hear the audio, yell it. Put it in the chat. Send a nuke.
I got big dreams. I want it. I want to accomplish these dreams. And now I will work. The dream is why I work. And now is the time. Get up. Get out. Get started. I got big dreams. I want it. I want to accomplish these dreams. And now I will work. The dream is why I work. And now is the time. Get up. Get out. Get started.
But you know what's real cool about this? Because we walking up this mountain, and guess what? Just a few minutes ago, I was ready to stop. Well, I was complaining. You know why I was complaining? because nobody told me it was going to be this much. You know, sometimes you can start out on a journey looking to accomplish something that's really important to you. And in the beginning, you don't know exactly what it's going to take to actually fulfill the goal, to reach the goal, but you get started anyway. And sometimes along the way, it becomes very difficult to see what the next step is supposed to be. But if you just trust that you take the next step and the next step will be there after that, guess what? Eventually, you'll get a little further. In fact, a lot further than you were when you started. Now, we still are walking up a very steep hill. There's a lot going on, and there's a lot that can happen. You can turn around and decide, hey, you know what? It's not worth it. I can stop right here. Problem is, if you stop here, there's nowhere else to go but back or forward. One thing you can't do is stay here. Your bed's not here. Your mama's not here. There's nothing here that's comfortable for you to stay here. You can't. So you got to either go forward or go back. What you going to do if I was going to stop now? Because it's difficult. Because I'm sweating. Because my body wears is fucked up right now. Guess what? If I just stop, it's over. I can't stay here. But you know what?
So that is Kai Greene. For those of you who don't know, I absolutely love Kai. Love Kai to death. Gosh, there's too much on my face. Kai was one of the biggest bodybuilders that I looked up to, that I watched, that I followed. I absolutely loved his mentality, his mindset. I loved how he thought about working out and staying fit. And the fact that it's not just about your physical body, it's about your spiritual body, it's about your mental health. It's all of those things combined. Kai worked out for 4 years. He devoted 4 years of his life in the gym before he ever started competing in bodybuilding professionally. And then he competed, and he still is actively involved, as you guys can see. In 2012 to 2014, 3 times, he went up for Mr. Olympia, which is considered the pinnacle title in the bodybuilding community. And he didn't get it. He devoted his whole life to bodybuilding. He pursued that goal so much, but he never got the ultimate title. And fans, to include myself, I fully believe he should have been Mr. Olympia. He was amazing. He was incredible. His body, his physique, everything about him. And so a lot of times in life, when we're starting out in these creative endeavors, we may have to realize that there's going to be years of work that we need to put in before we can ever step in the arena. Some of us just jump in, head first. We hit the bottom of the pool and we're like, shit, that sucked. But you still have to go through the years of preparation, the years of hard work, the years of devotion to even be considered in the ring, right? I love Kai's story because he still is one of those things of like, I started up this mountain. I started taking a few steps. I thought it would be hard, but guess what? Once I got into the hike, I realized, shit, this is way harder than I thought it was. But what am I going to do now? I already got 20 feet in on this hike. I could stop now, but that means I got to go 20 feet back. Or I could keep going forward. I'm going to keep going forward. I'm going to keep hiking up this mountain because I'm not going to stop. Because I'm going to pursue this. And one of the things, though Kai never got the title of Mr. Olympia, the title he was bestowed with by his fans and by the community in bodybuilding was the People's Champion. Because the fans of bodybuilding all said, we believe he is the champion. You may never earn the title that you're looking for. You may never earn the prestige or be put on the pedestal that you think you want to achieve. But you can really lose sight of all the great things that you did achieve. Sometimes we can be looking at something over here, believing this is where we should be, when we don't even realize that we have so many blessings and so many things to be grateful for over here. It's all in that perspective. I love Kai's story, man. You got to put that devotion in. And so with that, this is one thing that I really love too that I found earlier this morning.
This is a question that a coach never likes to answer. Long-term personal goals. Do you have them? 15, 20 years. Would you like to be that guy? Because this franchise has never had that guy, the statue coach that's got a bronze statue outside of the stadium.
I tell people all the time, and they'll ask me these things, and it's the same as I was as a player. Like, I was never that person. Everybody's, oh man, hey, look out in front of you, reach these goals. I've got a vision for where I want this team to go and what I want it to look like. But for myself, I don't ever do that. Like, I'm like, man, today is today, and just worry about putting your head down and going to work today. And I got that from my dad, man. My dad was that way. He was like, what are you worried about tomorrow? Tomorrow, is so far away. You don't know what's going to happen. You'll be blessed if you even have another day. So you just make the most of the day and go to work and make it the best day you can make it. So I just live my life that way. So I really don't, man. I just want to win with a group of guys, a group of people in front of a great city and a great group of fans that we can all share in this and make it something special that none of us are going to forget. That's all I want to do.
This is a question that a coach never likes to answer. Long-term personal goals. Do you have them? 15, 20 years. Would you like to be that guy? Because this franchise has never had that guy, the statue coach that's got a bronze statue outside of the stadium.
I tell people all the time, and they'll ask me these things, and it's the same as I was as a player. Like, I was never that person. Everybody's, oh man, hey, look out in front of you, reach these goals. I've got a vision for where I want this team to go and what I want it to look like. But for myself, I don't ever do that. Like, I'm like, man, today is today, and just worry about putting your head down and going to work today. And I got that from my dad, man. My dad was that way. He was like, what are you worried about tomorrow? Tomorrow, is so far away. You don't know what's going to happen. You'll be blessed if you even have another day. So you just make the most of the day and go to work and make it the best day you can make it. So
I love that. We've talked about the routine every day. And so for that is exactly it. Kai Green may have had this vision of becoming an ultimate champion, but he couldn't do that unless he focused on the workout he needed to do today. And then when you wake up tomorrow, you can't idolize that achievement unless you do the work today. And when Dan said that, he's like, you know what, man, there's only one thing I need to focus on, and that is doing what I got to do today. And that is where, for me, I see, I've recently had this kind of vision, and it's of this mountain, because as you guys know, I used to hike a lot. I used to be in search and rescue and go out and help save hikers and lead them out. So I'm on this ridge line of a mountain almost, but it's completely black. It is dark. All I can see is one or two tones. There's no pathway really. And there's just this giant ball of light. It's almost like the sun or the moon, and it's shining there off in the distance. I don't know what that light is. I don't know what that's representing. But all I know is that I can't get there. Whatever that end goal is, whatever that vision is, I can't get there unless I take the next step. And so, everyone could think, oh my God, I want my book to take off. Oh my God, I want this. I want this. I want the plushie dolls of my characters. I want, the video game, the movie deal, the TV deal, the blah, 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 blah. You know what? You could daydream about that all you want, but it's not going to accomplish what you have to do today. And that is to write more, write better, develop the story better, and refine it and get it the best you can, and keep doing that every single day. So that's what I love. You know what, man? I got this ball of light off in the distance, and I'm trying to get there, but you know what I got to focus on is that next step. What do I have to do today? I got to take that next step, and I just got to keep walking the path. I can't run. I can't jog. And you know what? Even if I'm walking, or if I can't walk, then I'll just crawl. I'm just going to keep moving. So then I want to share with you guys this is something else I really found. Focus on your blessings, not on your strengths. Or excuse me, man, I cannot read today. Focus on your blessings, not your struggles. Let gratitude fill your heart for all that God has done for you. I know I don't really get very religious or spiritual on here often, but when I saw this, this actually cued in very nicely to what I wanted to finish with. Focus on your blessings, not on your struggles. Let gratitude fill your heart for all that God has done for you. As writers and authors, this career and this skill set, you are immediately placed into a position where naturally people want to compare. They want to compare your story. They want to compare your ideas. They want to compare their ratings. And you are so tempted to compare your book to someone else's, compare their success to your success. You are instantly enthralled in a competitive world of analysis, and you are so tempted to look at someone else's position and ask, well, why not me? Why can't I have that? And you can so easily lose sight on the great things that you have, the blessings you have, the ability that you are able to make someone's day, the ability to where I now have people in my life who are reading more because I wrote a book. They read their first book in the last like 10 to 20 years, and now they're reading again. Like, you are surrounded by blessings every day, yet because of this nature of the beast, you are so tempted to compare. And you're so tempted to look at the struggles. Why isn't the algorithm working for me? Why isn't my marketing not working for me? Why am I not getting the readership, the followership, the 5-star ratings, the 5-star reviews? Why am I not getting this? Why is everything so hard? Hey, do you have the ability to write and your bills are paid? There's food on the table. You have a roof over your head. There's clothing on you. You have all of these things set up for you to just pursue this, but you're so worried about the struggles. You're so worried about the comparison that you're not focusing on the blessings. Stop and take a moment to reflect and be thankful for what God has given you and done for you to still do this one step at a time. That was something I really wanted to talk about over the last 2 weeks. And when I saw that, I was like, we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it. So yeah, so thanks. Thanks for letting me share that with you guys. Again, I know not everyone is religious, spiritual, whatever, so take that for what it is. But it's definitely a huge, huge part of my life. Every step forward is an achievement because it's one more further forward than you took before. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Woo! Hell yeah. Love the energy, my dude. There we go. Yep, we got 2 energies. 2 hell yeahs. Beautiful. Keep doing you. Thank you, JD. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. So yeah, you guys, those are the thoughts for the week. That's those are the updates. I've still got an hour before my Ducks play, maybe 2 hours, no, 2 hours before kickoff, so I can get my workout in. Oh, I took 4 days off. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We're on my 5th day. I cannot do 5 days away from the gym. I'm going to lose all my gains. I've got to get in there and lift some weight. So that is on the agenda for today. Smart business is always good, but money needs to be the byproduct. Smart business is always good. Money needs to be the byproduct. If you're doing this to be a business, then yes. If you're doing this because it's your passion and because you want to be a blessing to others, and if you have been able to do that and continue to do it, then you will be blessed beyond what money could bring. I honestly believe that. Meaning be smart, right to market, get audience. But the goal has to still be telling the stories that resonate within you. Yeah, you're not wrong, JD. You're not wrong. So, wise words to live by. We actually did talk about that too. Pop Up and I did on his podcast. So, yeah, it's so true. So true. All right, let's see. Who's winning the Ohio State game? I was watching that a little bit. I thought Texas was going to win, but Ohio State 7-0 halftime. I thought Texas was going to win. I thought Texas was going to come out and stomp them, but watching the first quarter, I was like, what are we doing, you guys? What is going on? Oh, got to give it to Ohio State. That's a lot of money being paid out. So if you're paying out that much money, you better hope to win, regardless of who your opponent is. So, all right, guys, if there's anything else left, throw it in the chat. Anything else you want to talk about? I'll stay on here for another minute or so, let you guys have a minute to throw a question in or something else. But other than that, I'm going to go get my workout in. I'm going to go get some prep cooking in. I got 4 pounds of steak. I got carne asada steak, and I slice it up into strips so that it's easier for me to like microwave and, throw it in a tortilla or just have it with some eggs, something. So I got to go do my prep cooking. I got some burger patties also I got to cook up. I already got my walk in this morning. I didn't get really much sleep last night. So I was up at like 2 a.m. and I decided to go get my walk in at 5 a.m. So that was nice. But yeah, go ahead, throw something in the chat real quick if you want to. I was happy to see Georgia Tech beat Colorado. It's always good putting Colorado in their place for a minute. Let's see what else. Yeah, so I'm excited, you guys. September 6th. Not only is that I'm going to the Oregon versus Oklahoma State game, but that's Hunter Mythos book coming out. So that is probably going to be the next on my audiobook reading list. I'm super excited. Sean Dunning, dude, why didn't you guys remind me? Why didn't you remind me? I'm blaming the chat. I am blaming the chat. This is on you guys. It's not on me. Shout out to Sean Dunning. Just finished System Awakening as well. Really good. It's an interesting book. It is an interesting story, a very interesting approach. He took a very big risk, and I think I know he admits that as well. The book is 2 very different stories. The first half is not the second half. So you got to really stay with it. But thanks, Sean, for writing that story, sharing it with the world. That was really enjoyable, and it is clear why you are now a full-time author because of it. So I am just excited for the next series because I know that Sean is just going to keep developing and growing more and more each story, each series, and it's going to be some badass stuff. So I'm excited to see what he has coming up in the future. That's for sure. But yeah, I've got Hunter Mythos. I've got Rhino. I need to get Troy. I need to get a few other people. I need to get their stuff, man. I need to get going. I'm slacking on my audiobooks, but I'm trying. I'm trying the best I can. So, all right. Well, I don't see anything else in the stream, in the chat. So you guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Thanks for hanging out with me. It always means the world when you guys come and hang out. I'm glad that everyone is having a good week. We didn't have any negative reports. So you guys keep being badasses. Keep going out there, crushing it with everything. There was a comment. JD, have fun. Thank you, my friend. You go have a blessed week. I hope you have great success, tons of sales, and tons of 5-star reviews. So, all right, you guys, go have a great week. I will see you next week. I love y'all. Talk to you soon.
Yeah, I don't believe in destiny. I just do what's best for me. Don't listen to my enemies. They're just full of jealousy. Yeah, this legacy. You gon' see what's left of me. You gon' see success in me. You ain't seen the rest. I just wanna be the best at what I know, better than the rest, just watch me grow. Put me to the test and watch me go. This is my quest, I'ma make it known. They call me obsessive, oh I know. Call me selective with my notes. Call me aggressive with my flow. Call me offensive even though yo, I ain't gonna lie, life's tough. Try to get by, life's rough. Try to do it right, it's not enough. Even though you try, you still mess up. But I'm still gonna fight for what I love. Still gonna die for what I love. Still gonna try, I won't give up. Still gonna fight until I've won. They say I'm way too obsessed and I've got nothing left. And I'm not quite there yet, but those words they'll regret. Cause I've got something left and I'm not giving in. I will not let them win. I won't stop till the end, no. Through some injuries, mentally and physically. Studied them religiously so I don't repeat history. And people won't admit to me they don't want a victory. Bad